Welcome to episode 25 of the Upper Elementary Simplified podcast. I'm your host, Danna, and today we are continuing with part two of our three-part series about how to make math meaningful and engaging for our students. Last week in episode 24, we discussed the first four ways from my guide titled 11 Ways to Make Math Meaningful and Engaging, plus save time in the process. And to summarize briefly, those ways were number one, keep your schedule and students' learning consistent. Number two, provide a wide variety of activities for your students to learn and practice with. Number three, provide games and hands on learning. And number four, use reference tools to help students master content. Today, I am going to continue the list with numbers 5 through 8. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Upper Elementary Simplified, the podcast where busy and overwhelmed teachers find thoughtful ideas to get students engaged in meaningful learning experiences. Hi, I'm Danna Rodebush, former fifth grade classroom teacher and founder of Teacher Tech Studio. I'm here to share practical tips and strategies that will help you grow as an educator. If you are a tired upper elementary teacher searching for ways to cut down your planning time while boosting student engagement, you are in the right spot. Are you ready? Let's simplify. Imagine that you are wanting to learn how to install shingles on a roof. I'm not sure why that is the example that I came up with, but anyway, you want to learn how to put shingles on your roof, and someone is teaching you, and they hand you a shingle and a nail gun and say, okay, go ahead. Well, if you are like me, then you would be very confused about what you should be doing. Should I put something down on the roof first? Where exactly do I place the shingle? Do I hold it while I nail it down? I've never used this nail gun before. How does it work? Wouldn't it be helpful if the person teaching you how to install shingles on your roof first showed you how to do it, then helped you do it before turning you completely loose to do it all by yourself? Our students are no different. That's why the number 5 way to make math meaningful is by providing students with gradual release. Gradual release simply means that when you are teaching, you are providing guidance while slowly releasing the responsibilities to the learner. This is called I do, we do, you do. When it comes to math instruction, students need to see a teacher demonstrate the skill and then practice the skill with close guidance before they are ready to tackle the task independently. The sixth way to make math meaningful and engaging is to invite students to work directly with you. I've talked a little bit about this on the podcast in previous episodes, but students really do enjoy working with their teacher. And not only do they enjoy it, they also benefit greatly from the close instructional support, and you are able to learn more about the way they learn when you are focusing on smaller groups of students. This episode of Upper Elementary Simplified is sponsored by my free guide called 11 Ways to Make Math Meaningful and Engaging, plus Save Time in the Process. Yes, that is a wordy title, but there is a lot in this guide. In fact, the guide is 26 pages long and includes time saving and engaging ideas for upper elementary math teachers because you don't just want them to learn math, you want them to enjoy learning math. Download your copy of this free resource by heading to teachertechstudio.com/math guide. That link will be in the show notes. The seventh tip that I list in my guide is to provide targeted instruction for your students. This means that you are providing multiple means of assessment and observation to drive your instruction in a way that is the most relevant to your students' needs. This can be in the form of a whole group reteaching of a skill, a small group or one on one intervention lesson, or even an enrichment activity or project for a group of students who you have identified as obtaining a level of skill mastery. And the last tip I'm going to discuss in today's episode is number 8, and that is to allow your students to participate in small group and partner work. Very rarely will you come across a student who doesn't enjoy working with other students. And for those who do prefer to work independently, by providing them with these opportunities to work with others, you are helping them to develop an important life skill. Collaboration builds teamwork, leadership, and is beneficial for students who need a little extra support from another student who, quote unquote, gets it. Again, going back to the previous episode, providing a variety of activities, including small group, partner, and independent activities, is important in the math classroom. Next Tuesday, we will wrap up the list of 11 ways to make math meaningful, so be sure to tune in for that. And remember to download your copy of the free math guide by heading to teachertechstudio.com/math guide. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Upper Elementary Simplified. I hope you are able to take away something useful that will help you grow as a teacher. I do have a quick favor to ask before you go. If you are enjoying the podcast, please let me know by leaving me a review. It really does make a difference because reviews impact search results, which helps me to expand my reach to other educators. Plus, I love to read my listeners' comments. Until next time, keep life simple.